Well, we could just hop right in with no introduction needed.
Chelsea versus PSG. The I don't know if people know, but I think there were like 70,000 people attending in the stands.
I was about to say this is the most packed I've seen any game.
Why don't we give a quick uh breakdown of what who was gonna win before the match? Who were you rooting for before?
Me personally, I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was gonna be a walk in the park for PSG. Like it's gonna be Smack City.
For me, I thought Chelsea was gonna win, but I thought it was gonna be like 1-0 or 2-1.
But the reason why I thought that was because how PSG has been playing in Champions of Europe. And Chelsea hasn't really shown much of anything or much um of like there is to win. But I don't know. They came to play today. Because in the Premier League, I mean they lose sometimes to random teams. They're hit or miss on some days. Some days they're pretty good. Some days they're terrible.
And they've been mid-table for like the last 3, 4 years, so
Exactly.
I guess big teams just don't know how to beat Chelsea.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yep.
55-year-old
No,
Portuguese
the more
attacker
we
trying to
skip,
cut
the
in on
better.
Hakimi. Enzo Fernandez with the ball in. Joao Pedro back for Cole Palmer! He wasn't too far
That
away.
should have been a goal, to be honest.
Chelsea's fast start almost rewarded.
Well, quick combination play, and it starts with Reece James's inclusion and the central
Should have
part of
hit
this
off the
midfield
back,
for
right?
Chelsea.
That's why they won, because they have Pep.
Ball played out to Pedro Neto, and that flick from Joao.
We'll talk about that later.
Here's Dembele turning. And the way opens up for Dembele as he pushes this one through for Doué on the edge of the box. It's a chance for PSG. It's a very good save. Low down by
Hey,
Sanchez.
Dang.
Final after yellow cards in the other two knockout rounds. Round of 16 in the quarter-final. Goes off the head of Mendes, and Gusto's in here down the right side. It's Gusto, pulls it back onto the left foot, and the block comes in. Back for Cole Palmer on the edge of the box. Cole Palmer scores! Chelsea with the lead in the Club World Cup final.
Offsides? Wait. I want to see this again.
Transition moments for Chelsea. And as this ball once again is dumped down this right-hand side into space, Malo Gusto gets the best of him.
What was that?
That's like a Messi type goal.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's Messi, but that's like, you know.
And look here, Pep and Pepe. No, I'm kidding.
Mistake made by Nuno Mendes, the outside left back for PSG. Right now,
Bro, ball is in right now.
Good throughout the tournament. He's run the most of any player of any team during this Club World Cup. Picked up though here by Levi Colwill, and the ball down the right side sends Cole Palmer chasing. Cole Palmer, the way opens up for Cole Palmer! He's done it again! 2 goals for Chelsea! And
That was a nice fake. I'll admit that.
Messi type goal.
has them both!
I'm not sure who's Messi,
I do want to say this. It didn't show it on this highlights. I saw it somewhere else where like it did look like the first goal was offside. Like when they did the pass earlier on the very first goal, like the guy who won the ball during the pass, it looked like he was offside.
Bro, it's only offsides for Mexico, if you
Eh,
know what I mean.
Oh, now that you mention it, I mean, people know. I mean, you know, Chelsea is my favorite team in England, but didn't Chelsea didn't where's in Flamengo or who was it that was not awarded a PK by a Chelsea hand,
Oh
and
yeah, I
and that could have been the 1-1 also against Chelsea.
think it was Fluminense, right?
Oh yeah, or Fluminense.
Yeah.
And here the first goal, I thought it was offside.
What kind of defending is
A
this?
stunning first 30 minutes from Chelsea in the Club World Cup
Okay,
final.
well, if we go back to the first replay,
Right here, maybe.
It sends Cole Palmer chasing. Cole Palmer, the way opens up for Cole Palmer! He's done it again!
You're right, here
Two
comes.
goals for Chelsea!
I mean, he did the fake pretty good, but I don't think I just think it was a counter because they didn't have that many defenders.
yeah, this
Cole
replay, I think.
Palmer has them both!
I think it was
Let's see.
Marquinhos. Look at Marquinhos. Where's he going?
A stunning first 30 minutes
I
from
get
Chelsea
that he
in
was
the
trying to
Club
cover
World
that
Cup
run right
final.
there. Yeah, let
Chelsea.
Vitinha cover that one.
Right here.
Don't leave the middle open like that. He was running. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a defender, so I can't really speak for that. But maybe I don't know defending. But it was like the middle guy right there, that's trying to block the shot. He was trying
Yeah.
to go out and follow the run of Gusto. And maybe if he stayed in the middle, he could put more pressure on Palmer
Yeah.
because he's already gone with Vitinha.
I mean, the only thing I'll give them, I think for me personally, I think it's just because they don't have that many players to defend. So even if, let's say, Marquinhos were to go pressure more, this guy's fully open if he were to pass it, and then he could also score here. But
Wait, yeah, Marquinhos is the one on the far left, right?
yeah, this one, right?
Who's the one in the middle? Jao Neves?
I don't know who that it might be, or maybe this is Neves, right?
I'm not sure, but whichever the guy in the middle, he should not have went with the run outside.
Let
That
me
guy
see.
should have been pressuring Palmer. Like, do you see it?
This one here,
Yeah,
right? I
the,
think that's Neves.
the one in the middle. Like,
Actually, now that I see it.
do you see he got faked out by that run and he went out instead of like trying to put pressure on Palmer?
No, you're right. He did number 8 here for people who don't see it. This guy, he already got juked. He juked Vitinha already. Him, instead of going over here and pressuring, he just goes forward like this. Look.
A stunning first 30 minutes from
Oh,
Chelsea
yeah,
in
him
the
too.
Club World
I
Cup
didn't notice
final.
him, but
Oh, Cole Palmer
yeah,
was
number four is the guy I'm talking about. Number four.
Yeah. Because he didn't go pressure. He kind of just stayed in his pretty far. Like it would be hard to block the shot because there's a huge distance between him and
Let's
Palmer.
let's run the replay again, like the upward angle.
Right here.
Yeah, this one, like a little right here.
Here it
Look
goes. Here it
number,
goes.
look at number four.
A stunning first 30 minutes from Chelsea in the
Got
Club
dragged
World
out
Cup
by the
final.
run, but
Oh, Cole Palmer was unstoppable for the first 8 months of the season. And then he dried up the goals and the assists, came back around and
Get it, Pip.
qualifications with a Champions League spot as well as a Conference League final win against Real Betis. But 6.5 weeks, all the difference. Chelsea's punished the mistakes of PSG in transition moments.
Cole Palmer chasing forward. Rolls it through. João Pedro with a goal! João Pedro makes it 3-0 for Chelsea in the first half of the Club World Cup final.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
You?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Hasn't this guy been the best player of the tournament and he just moved to Chelsea like 4 days before the tournament started?
I think he came like 2 or 3 games ago.
Yeah, something like that.
But this was a good transfer. I think they're the missing piece that Chelsea needs. Or he's the missing piece that Chelsea needs.
Mm-hmm.
The Londoners are in dreamland against the European champions.
2 goals, 1 assist from
Joao
Palmer.
Pedro crowning the king, Cole Palmer.
Cole
What
Palmer.
a first half this has been for Chelsea Football Club. Third goal of the tournament after his double, his first start for Chelsea against his boyhood club Fluminense. Refused to
He's
sell.
making Palmer look like prime Messi.
Oh yeah, he was from Fluminense and he scored against his old team.
Oh yeah.
Celebrate out of respect. Malo
Dangerous
Gusto, a
right
constant
there.
presence down this right-hand side. But the weight of the ball with that left foot
Okay, they keep showing the coach way too much.
from Cole Palmer. And the deftness of the chip. 6'6", Donnarumma.
João Neves. Wide for Hakimi on the far side. Bit of space here for Achraf Hakimi. Hakimi's ball is a good one, and Neves with a header, but Sanchez gets down well to save.
A dangerous run coming from a midfielder, and thankfully not a heavy collision as João Neves gets his header down to the right-hand side, and another strong save from Robertson.
Vitinha. Wide to Kvaratskhelia down the left side. He's running at Gusto. Kvaratskhelia cutting inside, and Sanchez gets a touch. Scooped away by Colwill.
No acknowledging both players, the goalkeeper.
Fernandez turning, looking to add a club world crown to the world title he won with his country Argentina in Qatar. Doué down the right side,
dang.
driven into the box,
Yeah.
and it falls towards Dembele. Outstanding save
What a
from Robert
save.
Sanchez.
Well, two massive saves.
It's gonna go a little bit back. I thought Cucurella lost his hair right there. What? What?
To the world title he won with his country
No
Argentina
way.
in Qatar.
Look.
Doué down the right side, driven into the box, and it falls towards Dembele. Outstanding save from Robert Sanchez.
But that's a Mino save.
Cucurella turning to Pep.
Well, two massive saves in the first 45 minutes, and that is a huge one down to his right-hand side. Understanding that Chelsea's up 3-0, they're going to.
Well, I'll tell you what. If it wasn't for the goalie, I think PSG could have easily had at least 2 goals.
For sure.
Yeah, I think in the first half, Cucurella also saved one pretty crucial where it was 2 versus 1 and the guy passed it instead of shooting. And luckily Cucurella blocked it, but it was basically 2 versus 1 at that point.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He didn't show it here, but it happened pretty early in the game.
Yeah.
play a lower block. They're not necessarily going to press in that same manner.
Doué with space and strikes for goal.
Doué is pretty good.
Coming in from Ipswich Town for just over the equivalent of
The way
around
did
$40
nothing in
million.
this game. No.
And here he is straight into the action. Liam Delap
4?
racing against Beraldo.
He
Delap
did
from
make
distance.
Cucurella go
Significant
wrong.
save from Donnarumma to keep out what would have been
Dang, look, another
goal
block.
number 4 for Chelsea.
Hey,
It was an unnecessary yellow card that found him in a suspended
The last
situation that
step,
opens
yes,
the
we
door
are.
for Joao Pedro. And what?
Barkless ball forward, Mayulu pulls it back. Ramos almost able to get on the end of it. Reece James is there, goes down. The referee allowing play to continue. And now push forward. So Emery plays it
That
back
was
towards the
PSG
six-yard
player.
box. Now Neves ball back in. Cucurella first to it, goes down, wins the free kick. João Neves trying to pull Cucurella back to his feet.
Offsided.
Cucurella knows what he
Okay, I guess Neves doesn't know how to lose. I'm like, you clearly tripped him, bro. Relax.
he's doing. And in a moment that they're up 3-0, there's 15 minutes remaining. He's just going to kill some seconds off the clock. Caicedo's going to come over.
Kimi 2 goals and 2 assists in the tournament. Pretty nullified today by this Chelsea team. This ball played over the top. Zaire Emery can't get there, as Sanchez can claim.
Luke, I said it in the first half. Chelsea has out PSG'd at their own game. And by the way, every ball should be played in the shadows to allow Liam Delap to just chase.
Delap in round the back for Chelsea. It's Liam Delap, and a touch from Donnarumma takes it behind for a Chelsea.
How do you miss that?
Dude sucks. This is the guy who's supposed to be the main striker for Chelsea. They bought him before the Club World Cup, I think. And then he started to play a few games, and then they were probably like, nah, we gotta get João Pedro.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, I mean, that's not a good vlog, but he clearly had time and space to do something better.
But bro, he just
Look,
It's the second good chance that Delap has had since coming off the bench.
And more specific to this second.
Now Dembele.
84th minute, Cucurella still as antagonistic as ever.
more
on
or
his
less
left-hand side.
go spell on
Down
this
the
one.
left side towards Barcola, who is up against Gusto. Cucurella's gone down.
It was a slap.
Wait, what happened?
There's down the left side towards Barcola, who is up against Gusto. Cucurella's gone down.
It was a slap from João Neves.
Oh, shoot.
João Neves gets a yellow.
All right, now João Neves has afforded VAR. Bastion Don.
Even the ref wants to laugh.
João Neves sent off in the Club World Cup final here for Nkunku.
Keep an eye on the bottom of your screen, Cole Palmer. He was on his horse there for a second.
Delap against Beraldo as Liam Delap heads towards the corner here.
Oh,
That's a terrible challenge. A yellow card shown for Nuno Mendes.
he's got to be careful because he might walk himself into another with the way that he's approaching the referee. And now Malo.
Moises Caicedo unable to get on the end of that one.
I think that was a slip though, right?
Mayulu.
Yeah.
Cucurella has.
I mean, he didn't look like he hurt him either, so but it was a yellow, but he didn't really get him.
Was that a slide tackle or was that a slip?
Against
I couldn't tell.
odds. Chelsea find a way to.
And I'll be honest, I haven't heard of Palmer until this game. This is how I know Chelsea was gonna win. I think I woke up at like 6 a.m. Went on Facebook, saw like Palmer being advertised or something. He was like staying on top of a crane, like seeing the city. And then someone said Chelsea's back on that energy. And I was like, I think Chelsea's gonna win. And then I woke up and they were winning 2-0. I was like, oh dang. And it was Palmer who scored. Do you also believe that sometimes wearing a certain type of uniform could give you bad luck?
Yeah, like the white one.
Exactly. Like PSG's been winning all their games with mostly their blue, and then they're like, for the final, let's use the white one.
Let's change it up. So now that we're on this, I saw a comment that says they shouldn't have worn white because they thought PSG were Spurs.
Chelsea was like, oh, we smack them all the time. I will say this, you know, and I think I said this when we did a reaction earlier to another game, where I said, PSG is just unlucky that they got to play the FIFA Club World Cup in the summer with no breaks. And also they go against like all the top teams in Europe compared to just the best in every continent. Which, that's unlucky in that sense because they still had to face pretty tough opponents. They ended up losing Chelsea, but they would have been much easier if they would have kept it the way before. And also, they would have probably had face. Not that well, at that point they're the biggest in Europe, so they had to face other smaller teams. I mean, Brazil's teams went pretty far, and I still think they could have probably beat Chelsea, except with that handball. But they just unlucky, and I mean PSG is tired. They haven't had any breaks. On the other hand, Chelsea and they had more rest, and the Portuguese players from PSG also won the Nations League. So still pretty props to them for making it that far.
I was gonna say one thing PSG could have done was that they could have been better losers.
Yep.
So instead of pulling up another player's hair or trying to start kicking people, or Luis Enrique hitting somebody after the game, just accept the loss. Just take the loss.
Yeah, congrats to Chelsea for winning. I mean, they played pretty well. I've never seen Chelsea play this well. I'll say that. And then, but yeah, I think with PSG, like I said, just take the loss. I mean, you technically still won the biggest tournament of the year, which is the Champions League. This, like I said, it would equate to that, but some teams, are not ready. There's a lot of transfers going at the same time. It's just, like I said, it's entertaining for us, and I enjoyed watching the games and keeping up with the Club World Cup, but I still think it's just way too much without any breaks.
Some may even say without this tournament, Musiala would still be okay.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know. Maybe they started like getting mad or fighting because some words were exchanged. But if anybody knows what happens, let us know in the comments. I'm not too sure, but as of from the outside looking in, it looks pretty bad on PSG's part.
And I could be wrong, but this is my whole analysis of the game. I think it happened against Botafogo too, but this one in particular is like the first time I think I see PSG tiredness, or what do you call it, exhaustion, like you could see the team was exhausted and didn't really have the passion and drive to like continue, because usually in other games they still put passion and try hard, but in this one it just looked like they were out of gas. I mean, yeah, props to Chelsea for playing an amazing game also, but it didn't really. That's why I say I can't really blame them, because they just been like back to back winning, no breaks, and it looked like finally got to them in this game.
And I want to give the coach credit, Chelsea manager credit, because I know he's not going to get much, but he had a game plan and he knew PSG's weakness, and he sent his team out to do what they needed to do. And you could tell, like, Chelsea kind of played way different. High press, high intensity. They were always putting pressure on the ball. They knew that PSG's left side was pretty open, so they always targeted that side. And you can tell because I think all 3 goals came down that side.
Yep, all 3 goals came from that side.
And that detail just comes down to the manager. He must have been with his analysis team or whatever, analyzing clips and watching a bunch of video, and they just came up with this game plan and they executed it.
And leave it to a Premier League team to win the first FIFA Club World Cup ever in this new format. Obviously, it's not the first time in a FIFA Club World Cup.
And which brings us into our next video. My question for you is, does this mean Premier League is the best league in the world?